Section 5, all about ratios. It's all up to foundation level really, and nothing goes beyond grade C where ratios are concerned, not in this course. So we've got using ratios to find quantities of something, we've got simplifying ratios, we've got the unitary method, in other words find the quantity for one then multiply up to find the quantity for many, and then we have the assess. So I'm going to take a few from the assess just for the sake of completeness. I'm probably likely to repeat one of the videos I've done for foundation course. Make sure you click on the links just above this little video here and get your foundations straight. I want to jump straight into the assess, page 72, starting with the grade C question. We've got here Gary, Helen and Liz, so let's just go G, H, L. Gary invests £2,000. I won't write out the whole question. Helen invests £1,500 and Liz, or Izzy rather, invests £2,500. Okay, now they agree to share any profits in the ratio of their investments. Okay, in 1 year the business made £8,100 in profit. So now they're going to share it in the ratio of their investments. How much does Izzy receive compared with Helen? How much does Izzy receive than Helen? How much more rather? Well, let's just do them both, shall we? So let's have a look. Let's do Helen first. Helen's going to receive this fraction, and of course the total ratio is going to be 2,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. So that's the ratio. I could have simplified it really by knocking off a couple of zeros and simplifying further by putting 5s in as common factors and reducing it down. Doesn't matter. So I've got a calculator. So Helen gets 5,000 out of the total 6,000 shares, and it's this fraction of the 8,100. Let's give Helen an answer straight away. So 1500 divided by 6,000 multiplied by 8100. So Helen gets £2,025, and is it Izzy or Lizzie? What is it now? Oh, it's actually Izzy. I'm so sorry. Let's change that to an I. So Izzy, now H-I, G-H-I makes sense, doesn't it now? So Izzy's going to get 2500, this fraction of the 6,000 shares, this proportion of 8100. Let's do her now. So 2500 divided by 6,000, multiply that by profit 8100, and she's going to take £3,375, and the question says how much more does Izzy receive? So we can have 3,375 subtract the 2025, that gives us an absolute difference of, take away 2025, and therefore the difference is £1,350, and that's a very straightforward ratio question, and that's that one. I want to do number 9. This one I think I've repeated through the links just above my head there. I'll do it anyway. Number 9, the supermarkets have got less price. Just write them down. That's why it seems very familiar, these names. So I've got less price, I've got lower pay. Okay, these are two different supermarkets. They both sell pens, and they sell 5 pens for, let's have a look, £1.25, and this little lot sell packs of 6 pens for, let's make that look a bit more like an F. There you go. 6 for £1.44, and the punchline is, which supermarket gives the greater value? Well, let's find the price per pen. So we're using the unitary method. So we're going to take £1.25, share it amongst the 5 pens there, get a price. So 1.25 divided by 5. Each pen costs 0.25 of a pound. In other words, 25p. Next one, we're going to share out £1.44 amongst the pack of 6. So here we go, 1.44 divided by 6, that gives me 0.24 of a pound, otherwise known as 24 pence. Well, that's all the working, and now we just go for a conclusion. Lower pay is cheaper. Is that alright? Notice how I craftily flipped over to yellow there, but I think shows up better anyway. So that's that one done. Question 9's done. I rather fancy question 10 for some reason. I just saw it earlier before I was planning for this video, and now I'm going to go for it. It says it takes Kelly 25 seconds, so 25 seconds to run 200 meters. And then it says at the same pace, how long will it take her to run 56 meters? So basically 56 meters, question mark. Okay, so that's what I need to find now. It's clearly going to be less than 25 seconds. It takes 25 seconds to do 200 meters. So 56 meters going at the same pace should be a lot less seconds. Anyway, let's jump straight in. I want this fraction of the 25 seconds. Look at that. Do it in one step. This fraction of 25 will give me the time it takes Helen to do the 56 meter race. Not much of a race though, is it? Anyway, very short run. So 56 divided by 200, multiply that by 25. That will take 7 seconds. Beautiful. Now the next one says, how long will it take her to run 128 meters? Here I go. So it's 128 over 200 is this fraction of the 25 seconds. Now I'm allowed to do this because I'm running at the same pace, at the same rate. So it will clearly take less than 25 seconds because it takes 25 seconds to do 200 whole meters. So 128 divide by 200, multiply up by 25 seconds, and that will take 16 seconds to run that. Alright, that's absolutely beautiful. Now, this is the question I really want to do, and there it is. Right, I thought I'd cut and paste that. Okay, it says a litre of paint covers 15 metre squares of woodwork. Let's just go to, I think red might be a little bit. Let's try the blue. Does that show okay? Not very good, is it? Anyway, you read the question. I'll get back to you when I can. Back to yellow. Right, okay. A litre of paint covers 15 metre squares of woodwork. We're going to paint some wood somewhere. How much paint is needed for 50 metres squared? Well, let me set up the problem. I've got 15 metres square of wood needs 1 litre, and 50 metre squares needs, I don't know yet. Okay, here we go. So here I go. I go 50 over 15. I want this fraction of 1. Now clearly if 15 requires 1 litre, then 50 will require an awful lot more than 1 litre, so therefore make sure you divide it around the right way. So 50 divided by 15 multiplied by 1, I shall be requiring at this point 50 divided by 15, don't need to multiply by 1, I shall need 3.33 litres. It's actually 3.3 recurring, but 3.33 we do, and that'll be okay. That's A sorted. Now B. Okay, part B. You can buy the paint in the different sizes of tins shown. 750 millilitres or 2.5 litre tin, which is a lot bigger. What would you buy to paint 50 metres squares worth of wood? Now I know the 50 metres squares worth of wood requires this many litres of paint. Now I could only buy whole tins. So let me have a look here. I've got 3.33 litres which I need. If I divide that by my 750, in other words 0.75 litres, because that's what that is. A litre is 1,000, so 750 millilitres will be 0.75. I need, let's just work out how many tins I need of that. So 3.33 divided by 0.75, I need 4.44 tins. Therefore, I need 5 tins. So here I go. 5 lots of £8.98 is going to be. So 5 lots of £8.98, yes, is £44.90. Sounds expensive to me. £44.90. Again, there is no zero on the calculator. For quality of written communication, make sure you put it in. And for the other one, it's 3.33. That's what I need to finish my 50 metres square of wall. Divide that by 2.5. I can see I need 2 tins, but let me just prove it anyway. So 3.33 divided by 2.5. That comes to 1.33. Well, I can't buy 0.33 of a tin. I've got to buy 2 lots of that, which is 5 litres, but it's basically 2 tins. I need 2 tins of the big one, so therefore we have, that's the phone, I have to ignore that, therefore I've got 2 lots of £13.98, and that's going to be, I better put it down here because I'm probably down here in this video in the corner, so 2 times £13.98, and that's going to cost me only £27.96, and therefore we need to buy 2 tins of the 2.5 litre version and not 5 tins of the 0.75 litre version. It's a lot cheaper to buy the bigger tin. Alright, and that's the end of that.